don't go away, because I need your help looking at some stuff. Here is our big nativity scene in church. And we noticed this, I think, last week, that there's some things missing and some people missing. We have a donkey, I think, and we have a cow, and we have the manger. But who's missing from this scene? What do you think?
Jesus?
Yeah, there's no Jesus there. And who else? Who else?
3 men?
The 3 wise men, and who else?
Jesus' dad and mom.
Yeah, Mary and Joseph aren't there yet. So they're not there yet because they're not there yet. Because it's not Christmas yet. So they're not there because they're not there. But we're hoping they're going to show up in a couple of weeks. The shepherds are up there. You see them up there on the hills? What are they doing? Looks like one of the sheep is watching the TV. But the shepherds are watching the sheep. I noticed that our wise men, last week they were way over here on the pew by the memory tree. They've gotten a little closer. They've moved all the way to here. You see them? They've come a little closer. So they're on their way. We'll have to see where they are next week. Three wise men and their camels have made it that far. Did you notice there are other nativity sets in the church this morning? So here I have a challenge for you. I want you to take a look at all of them, and you can go back in here too. Go back, and you can look in here, and you can look in here. I want you to look at all the nativity sets. See if you can decide which one I brought. I know I didn't bring that one, although that's a beautiful one. See if you can figure out which one I brought from home. No, that's another beautiful one, but that one's not mine. Nope. You can't just point to each one and ask. Look them over carefully and see which one you think might be mine. These ones, yes. They're rubber ducks. It's my rubber duck nativity scene. And of course, you always have the camel up on top of the roof. Is that in the right spot? So where should the camel go? In the manger? In the manger? Or right here? Or can I put the camel with the wise guys? With the wise ducks? And the donkey always goes on top of the roof? Where does the donkey go? In here somewhere? Okay. Where's my shepherd? Oh, that's a shepherd with the sheep. He's also taking care of a cow this morning. And this is another donkey. Does the donkey belong on the roof? Okay. We'll put him there. And this is, who's that? Oh, look. It's an angel duck. So we'll put the angel duck right up there, kind of watching over everything. Did you see the little baby Jesus duck? Yeah. I think that's Joseph, and that's Mary duck. So we have 2 of these at home, because one year for Christmas I got one for Naomi and one for Joel. And traditionally we have, these are the nativity sets that go in the bathroom. Because even the little house, because we have nativity sets in every room in our whole house. And what we often will do with the little angel duck is I'll hang her from dental floss, and she's kind of floating above the scene. Yeah, but I couldn't reach all the way up there. Yeah. So this is my favorite one because I brought it from home. So of all the ones that are out here, which one is your favorite? That one's pretty nice. Yeah. That's a good one too. So this whole idea of making a nativity scene, and there's another word for it. The other word for it is a French word. It's crèche. And people have been making nativity scenes or crèches to have in church or in their house for almost 1,000 years. And it was started by a guy named Francis. They call him Saint Francis, and he lived in Italy. And he wanted to teach people about Jesus and Christmas and the birth of Jesus and Mary and Joseph and the wise ducks that come from the east. Maybe he is. I'm not sure. But Francis, he was working with a lot of people in a little village in Italy, and it wasn't like today. Most people didn't go to school, and most people couldn't read, so they couldn't read stories about Jesus. So they needed to look at things to see how the story went. So for the very first nativity scene, Francis actually set it up in a cave outside the village, and it was live. He had live donkeys. I don't think he had camels, but he had donkeys and he had cows. Maybe he had pigs, and he had people dressed up like Mary and Joseph and the wise ducks. Every time I'm expecting a big laugh at that moment, but it never happens. The wise men from the east, he had them acted out. And that was the very first time that was done. It was in the year 1223, I think. Do you know that we're going to do that here on Christmas Eve? Outside the church, before the service, there's going to be a big nativity scene set up. And there's going to be live animals. And there's going to be people dressed up like Mary and Joseph. And you know who some of those people could be? No, you. You could dress up and be shepherds or wise guys or Jesus or Mary or Joseph, because we'll have costumes. So on Christmas Eve, you have to come to church early and get your mom and dad to get you here to get you dressed up. That might be fun. Yeah. Have you done that before? And there's another time, the Sunday before Christmas, we're going to have a nativity play here in church. And if you want to be in the play, all you got to do is come to church. There's no script. I'm going to direct it while we're doing it. And we'll have costumes, and if you want to be a shepherd or a wise guy or a duck, you want to be Jesus? Who's going to carry you if you're Jesus? Your dad and mom might make a really good Mary and Joseph. We'll see. But that'll be fun. So the Sunday before Christmas, we'll act it out here. That'll be good. So after I do the children's time, what do we normally do? We get the baskets and take up the offering. So can you help with that?